Shameless and disgusting. That's what our next guest is calling yesterday's latest indictment of former President Donald Trump by special counsel Jack Smith. With early voting set to start next week, the new indictment is still charging Trump with the same 4 felonies for allegedly trying to overturn the 2020 election. But this time, it's worded to talk about Trump as a candidate, not as the president of the United States. This in an attempt to get around the Supreme Court immunity ruling. For more on this, I want to welcome in Florida Senator Rick Scott. Senator, good morning. Good to see you.
It is just disgusting. We've got an election in, 69 days. The Biden-Harris administration, all they want to do is do everything they can to, indict Trump, convict Trump, put Trump in jail, whatever it is to try to win the election. They'll go to any means. I mean, I'm in Florida. We have a big Venezuelan population. We've watched what Maduro did. Wouldn't let Maria Corina Machado run for office. It's the same stuff. They want to rig the election. First off, Harris didn't win a primary. She didn't even win a primary, and she's their candidate now. So, I mean, this is disgusting what Jack Smith is doing. It's disgusting what the Democrats are doing. Every Democrat ought to call this out.
Yeah, the timing is what bothers me the most right now. And Donald Trump acknowledged the timing on Truth Social, stating that DOJ policy is that the Justice Department will not take any action that could influence an election within 60 days of that election. But they just took such action. Voting starts on September the 6th. Therefore, the DOJ has violated its own policy, which is election interference. So, Senator, he's talking about early voting starts in North Carolina next week. Then 10 days later, it's in Pennsylvania. And you just mentioned that we're 69 days away from Election Day. So how is this not flagrant election interference at this point?
It is. I mean, think about what they've done to Trump. They've slandered him and his whole family. They've indicted him multiple times. They've convicted him. They've shot at him. I mean, but this guy is still standing. The reason why he's going to win in November is people are tired of this. They're tired of the swamp making decisions. The swamp made the decision that Biden wasn't going to be their nominee, so they picked somebody else. The swamp doesn't believe that Donald Trump should ought to be president, so they'll do everything under the sun to get it. This is complete election interference, and the American public need to wake up that the swamp in Washington, D.C. is trying to control their entire lives. Yeah. And so much of the mainstream media just says, okay, that's fine with us.
Yeah, they move on. I do suppose, though, it could help them in the fundraising department and the Trump team wisely sending out emails to try and fundraise off this latest indictment. What's new? It's a Wednesday. Trump's indicted again. I want to ask you about a couple Trump endorsements that he's gotten over the last several days from prominent Democrats. I know RFK is an independent technically now, but Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., both endorsing Donald Trump. How do you expect the Trump campaign to use them on the campaign trail over the next 70 days?
Well, what I hope is that Tulsi and RFK get out there and talk about the spread. I mean, I went up to the Democrat convention last week and said, it's a real choice. You got a business guy that can fix the economy, and you've got a lady that is talking about price gauging, doesn't even know what she's talking about, right, that is going to cause unbelievable shortages. This is simple. It is so simple. In Florida, we know what's going on. This is the path to complete socialism. We watched it in Cuba. We watched it in Venezuela. We watched it in Nicaragua. We're watching it in Colombia. This is the path to socialism, and that's exactly what happens. Every American's got to wake up and say, let's stop. I just want all my rights back. Get out of my life. Quit telling me how to lead my life. Let's go build an economy again. Instead of telling people, oh, government will take care of you and you don't have to work. We have 100 million people in this country, working age, 100 million people, 16 to 64, that do not have a job. That is not a sustainable government. We have a military that we can't even recruit today. That is not sustainable. This has got to change.